Putting their drivers in danger, duping police, secretly lobbying political leaders and breaking laws. Did Uber do all this to become the powerful empire they are today? Let's talk about the Uber files. What happened exactly, and why is this not just an Uber problem, but one of the tech industry in general? The so-called Uber files contain more than 124,000 documents. They include tons of mails and messages of Uber executives from the years 2013 to 2017. During this time, the company, under then CEO and co-founder Travis Kalanick, aggressively expanded. And they often breached taxi regulations or even local law. A former high-ranking lobbyist for Uber leaked the documents to The Guardian. They contain numerous allegations of ethically questionable practices by the company. There are way too many to talk about all of them, so let me just name a few. In 2014, an Indian woman was raped by an Uber driver in Delhi. The ride-hailing company's response was to shift blame to flawed Indian background checks. Its focus was on damage control to prevent a reputational fallout in other global markets. Uber had a so-called kill switch. When activated, it immediately disconnected officers from Uber's internal IT systems. It was used during police raids. For example, in the 2015 raid of Uber's European headquarters in Amsterdam. Computer screens went black and authorities couldn't access sensitive data. When local taxi drivers in France protested in 2016, Kalanick suggested to form a counter-protest with Uber drivers. After being warned that they could be attacked, he replied, "I think it's worth it. Violence guarantees success." Sounds horrible? Definitely. But Uber's strategy was also very successful. The company bulldozed its way into numerous cities. Today, the ride-hailing service is available in more than 70 countries, counting around 17 million journeys a day. As of July, Uber was worth over $40 billion. This is more than just a story about Uber going rogue. Uber is a typical company for a specific business model. It's called platform capitalism. Big tech companies that function as a platform for other actors to conduct business. For example, Uber drivers, Airbnb hosts or Amazon merchants. By creating these platforms, the companies didn't invent anything new. They simply restructured an already existing market, often with a focus on delivering a good and easy user experience. To be successful, these platforms need to get a certain level of market power, because the goal is to disrupt an existing and often highly regulated market. And this isn't necessarily done with superior tech. Lots of money from investors can help too. According to the Uber files, the company paid large sums for articles in the media and academic studies that would help their image. Uber lobbied Emmanuel Macron, French Minister of Economy back then, and Joe Biden, who was US Vice President at the time, among others. The company campaigned against allegedly old-fashioned taxi regulations. According to one document in 2016, Uber planned to spend $90 million on lobby and PR expenses. In some cities, Uber even paid 90% of drivers' hourly earnings just to establish the business on the market. So effectively, Uber gave rides away for free, to the disadvantage of local cab drivers. Disruptive indeed. But is this what we want? A tech company that, without creating anything new, knocks over a market and all the people who depend on it, only to establish a monopoly then? On the other hand, apps like Uber are very convenient and often cheaper and safer for the user. That's what made Uber so popular. Here in Europe, Uber claims to have a market share of around 65% of all cab rides booked online, and is not even available in some countries. Plus, all the accusations refer to the past. Travis Kalanick left the company in 2017, and of course Uber claims that they have changed for the better. What do you think? Is the app a no-go now, or will you keep using Uber?